I wanted to show you how to get the curl in my hair using the Tymo Pro Plus styler. It's a game changer. I've been asked so many times how I get the curl in my hair. I bought the Tymo Plus and oh my god, this is so quick. Anybody that struggles with curling the hair and long hair as well, this is the Tymo Pro Plus. This is a game changer in the way that you curl your hair. So I'm going to go through how I curl my hair with this, and it's so easy. You just have to know how to do it. Now on the Tymo Plus you have the on off button, and it's got, if you can see, 3 heat settings. So if you're worried about it burning your hair, then just have it on a lower setting. It also has 2 directions, so you just push that across to change the direction however you want the curl to be, and then you've got your on off switch here. So your on off switch is, if it's on one direction, it turns it one way, turn it on the other one and it turns the other way. So let's dive in. Now the way I curl my hair, and this is as quick as anything, I do it in, I start from the bottom and I take my fingers over the ear and to the back of my head. Now that's my first section. I'm just clipping that out of the way. And that back section I just doing 2. And I'm actually going to, again, just to show you how quick this is, this back section is in 2 pieces. Now if you want it curly or want it to stay for longer, then split this into 2 and then do 2 sections. But I'll just show you how quick and easy that even just in the one section. So we take, your hair goes into this bit and drops down, and we take it, hold the hair tight and push it into that pinched bit there. So as soon as it's in, just press the button and that starts to rotate and take the hair round. Now there's a timer on this of about 8 seconds. So if you want it curly, leave it right in. Leave it in for the full 8 seconds, it stops, and then you pull it out. And that curls all of that bottom section. Actually missed a bit there. That doesn't matter. Now at this point, if you wanted it to stay again all day, roll it and pin it. I'm not going to do that, I'm just going to show you how quick this is. So on the second section on this side, I just move the button across and do the same thing. So pinch it and put all of the hair into that section there, and then as soon as you've done that, press the button. Just holding that in that top, well that's what I do anyway, just holding it in the top there. And it'll time for 8 seconds and then switch off. And then hold it in if you want it to last a bit longer. Pull it out if you don't. Now I'm going to take my fingers from the temples and just take it through to the back of my head. And hold that. Clip that out of the way. Now I'll do the same thing again. Just take the sections from the back, hold that out of the way. And with this side here is one section, and then bring that around, and that's my other section on the other side. Because there's a lot more hair here, is I take that and split it into 2 again. And hold that. So again, switch the button across, put that in high, and just press the button. And it's that easy. Now if you didn't want the curl as curly at this point, before it stops, I'm just going to start to pull it down, because the top part of my hair holds a curl well, so I'm just going to pull that down, which gives a more relaxed curl. And again the same with the sides. So pinch it at the top, push it in that section and push it round. So I don't want these side bits as curly, So before it stops, just start to pull it out and bring it down, and I get that a bit softer. It comes down in 3 sections. And again, section this, split it into 2 and take the back section. Now I always take the back section first before the front because I can keep this out of the way. So switch the button across, pinch it and put that in, hold it and just let it rotate round. And at this point just start to bring it down just so it's not as curly, and then that'll stop. If it doesn't stop, you just switch it off. And then do the same again, push that in. Even when your hair's long, it doesn't get stuck around the hair. If it gets stuck, you just pull it out, but it just doesn't seem to get stuck. You can see that I left that in a little bit longer, so it's got a bit more of a curl, but just need to pull it down to take the weight. The heat will keep it down anyway. There. And then with this section, I just take this into 2 sections. Again, split it down the middle at the back and bring this round here. So all of that section there, I'm going to take the button across and pinch that in and start to wrap it round. And then just start to pull it out, just so it's not as curly. How good is that? Do the same on this bit now. Now on this bit, I don't like my fringe too curly, so putting this in, and although I'm going to take it quite high up, I'm going to pull it down quite quick. So once it started to ravel round, I'm going to start to pull it down quite quick so the heat hasn't got a chance to curl it too heavily. So I'll get more of a softer bend, softer wave on it. Turn that off. Now with this bit, again, take that back section, switch it across. Hold the hair in and let it ravel round. And then just start to pull out again, just so that that loosens that curl a little bit. Stop the button. And again, with my fringe, don't like it too curly, so I'll pop it in there. And as soon as it ravels round, start to pull it down. And it gives a softer result. Before I dried my hair, I used the S Professional Pro Fusion Heat Protector. Even though my hair's clean, I've just washed it this morning, I always use the Got2b dry shampoo. Even though I don't need it because it needs washing, what dry shampoo gives me is just like, it makes my hair last longer. So I can normally get about 4 or 5 days once I've used the dry shampoo. So, and it also gives me a little bit of volume. And I love this because it's not powdery. And then again, depending on how you want to wear it, whether you brush it through or just wear it raked through, which is what I do, is, I mean, 10-15 minutes. If you've got longer hair or thicker hair, it might take you a touch longer, or shorter hair, not even as long as that. But that gives you that curl, and it's so easy. The Time Oil Curl Plus, if you want to get one, I'll put a link in the comments.